was here and the season officially kicked off back on December 1st, 2012 with Cycle 1. The competitive HoN scene was coming off a very successful DreamHack Winter event where Trademark Esports took home the title in what many considered to be an upset over the then favored Complexity Gaming. With Cycle 1 came plenty of unknown from not only which team would end up winning it, but how would every team in the Diamond Division shape up. Q Squad started sluggish after a disappointing DreamHack performance, losing to Fortune Bakery in the first round of Cycle 1, only to bounce back in the losers bracket all the way to finish 4th place. Stay Green, then known at the time as Gary Johnson 2012, made their debut with the recent pickup of Slicks, and their efforts would lead them to a 3rd place as they dropped to Complexity 2-1 in the losers finals.
Tempest will fall, but again, just too much damage. The base is also being destroyed. Balfagar going to go down right here. And that should make it official now in favor of Complexity. In fact, there we go. GG well played is being called. There's the vote to concede, and Complexity will take on Trademark Esports.
In the end, we had a rematch of the DreamHack Winter Finals, and Trademark defeated Complexity 2-1 in a best-of-3 after being up 1 best-of-3 already.
Tempest ultimate, actually very good timing right there from Chessie. This could be the big difference maker for Complexity. More sugar that's being activated, but the Cataclysmic Assault from Draconis, and Jerizar with the Soul's Blessing. And there's the turn of the fight. Double tap coming out right off the bat for Noob G, and the rest are running away. GG well played are being called, and it looks like it is going to be official. Trademark Esports will be your first ever Diamond Division Cycle 1 HoN Tour Tournament champion.
Cycle 2 came around and Vote started off very strong, not only defeating Complexity in the semifinals.
There's a symbol of rage, is not going to be activated. Actually, he's not even activated yet. The Cataclysmic Assault doing so much. Tempest ultimate in the background, but there's the root from Moomiander immediately. Down goes Tempest. Bubbles is trying to get away. He barely will get away, it looks like, but Forsaken Archer being locked down. And yeah, it's just way too much to handle. There we go. It is finally over now.
But also being up 1-0 against Trademark in the winners finals. These powerhouse teams proved to be too much in the end though, as Trademark would come back and win 2-1, and then Complexity would knock out Vote in the losers finals 2-1.
Back there, Electrician gonna be jumped, but Silhouette gonna be locked down actually. He just melted away. Double tap coming out, and it's official. Stay Green will defeat Complexity.
It ended up being another rematch between Trademark and Complexity, and once again the same result with Trademark defeating Complexity in the grand finals. In fact, the top 4 results proved to be the same, with Vote in 3rd and Q Squad in 4th. With Cycle 3, there was wonder if things would change when it came to results after the first 2 being the same at the top. Teams would not disappoint. TT Esports would shine very early with a 2-0 upset over Trademark Esports in the winter semifinals, which was the first series TDM had lost so far. Q Squad would then add to the demise of Trademark, taking them out 2-0 in the losers round 5, and having Trademark finish 4th overall. With their new name, Stay Green once again were able to take out Complexity in the winter semifinals 2-1.
It worked out that one time, but that, honestly, to me was
a big fight. Brune right there. The Tempest ultimate only insert. Oh, but Kira the Force blanks into it. That is absolutely huge. They burst down Palpazar. Kira the Force will fall. Jerizar will fall, and the game could be over just like that. GGs are being called by Franzi.
And would eventually meet up with another hot streak team in Q Squad who was on a 10-game win streak coming in.
Right there, the Hellfire on a Tempest in the meantime. He's going to be purged, but Trish has taken so much damage. Ophelia Hill coming off in the meantime. Also down here, look at Matt. That's a Luna actually getting locked down by Bubbles. She will fall.
Oh my God!
But Electrician will know he gets ported back to base somehow. But the root comes out. Master of Farms, he's going to fall, as well as Ophelia. So they saved Electrician, but it doesn't.
Q Squad would gain the early advantage over Stay Green, going up after being down 1-0 coming from the losers bracket, and take the 2-1 lead. Stay Green though fought back and would eventually win the series 3-2, claiming their first cycle victory. With Cycle 4 came roster changes for some of the top teams, including Fitzgay replacing Insania on Trademark Esports, and Chessie joining Stay Green. Riser would also be replacing Chessie for Complexity. Due to the contract issues, however, Chessie was not able to play with Stay Green for a cycle, and as a result, Insania stepped up, including getting to face off against his old team in the winners finals.
Silhouette is going to get picked off right here. It looks like as the cover of darkness is also used. But Silhouette, of course, going to come right back out. Typhoon in the background. Tempest getting locked down. He will eventually fall. Silhouette joins the party. Jerizar going to be bursted right there. No Soul's Blessing even coming out for. Oh, yeah, he did. Never mind. But, anyways, not enough. Down goes Dark Liddy. GGs are being called.
Trademark would eventually take the series 2-1, while Stay Green then had to take a line in the loser finals before getting a rematch.
As Swiftblade gonna start spinning, Hammerstorm still trying to find it, finally catches up, but look at the lockdown on the Hammerstorm. As soon as he does, he just gets melted. He cannot buy back. And the World Tree will fall now. So Stay Green will defeat Lion Esports Club 2-1 here.
Trademark would prove to be too much to handle for Stay Green in the end, as TDM would take the series 3-2, earning them the third cycle victory. A newer team would catch a lot of attention in Cycle 5, as One Trick Pony had some big upsets, including defeating Stay Green 2-0 behind some great chipper play from Xibe. Complexity, on the other hand, had its worst finish yet, still trying to get their new roster fitting together, and Riser joining the crew, finishing on the 7th to 8th place spot. We also got to see the debut of the Fire Rises, which was a new powerhouse team consisting of players such as Insania, Skyzo, and LesQQ. Being matched up against Trademark in the first round, they nearly pulled off the huge upset, only to fall in the end 2-1.
Right here, giving them the vision. There we go. They're going to open on Zephyr, though. Tempest ultimate out to the side of Riftwalker on Pharaoh. Not the best damage follow-up, though. Defiler is being taken on as far as damage output on herself. She has the ultimate out, but Defiler will fall right there. Pharaoh jumps in. Ain't gonna matter, though. He will too fall, and I think Trademark Esports is just going to be too much in the end here.
When it came down to it, however, Stay Green would get the revenge against OTP, taking them out in the losers finals 2-0, to then once again be rematched against Trademark. Trademark would keep their hot streak going and take out Stay Green 3-1 in the grand finals, securing cycle victories in 4 of the first 5 events.
I'm going in. Torture going to be the target of choice. He's easily going to stay alive. The Buffcore with the ultimate in the background. Not the most charges, though, but Deadwood's dead right off the bat. The offensive Stormcloud also being used. Rally realizing quickly he's in no man's land, trying to get away. Bat Blast from behind, takes out Master of Arms. Rally's in some trouble, and Trademark Esports, it looks like it is going to be official. They're going to take this game number 3.
With Cycle 6, the reign of Trademark being the dominant team would start to fall, as Stay Green and even Complexity were really making their presence felt. Complexity would knock out both Stay Green and then Trademark Esports in the winner bracket, putting them in the grand finals for the first time since cycle number 2. Stay Green would then take care of business in the losers finals against Trademark and knocking them out 2-0, which up until this cycle, Trademark had only lost 2 series before. Stay Green would meet up with Complexity being down 1-0 in the grand finals, and eventually would come from behind and win the series 3-2 in the epic clash of these two teams.
Pretty much sucking down.
All in. Torture going. Look at the World Tree. It's at half-life. Torture going in with the bow stace, as does Pebbles. Farrell's taking the damage. Got that barbed armor up. He will fall, though. Master of Arms is enough for 20 more seconds. Glacius is going to fall. Stay Green may have just turned this around right here. GGs are being called. Stay Green are going to be your Cycle 6 champions.
Cycle 7 was the cycle of the unexpected, starting with Q Squad, who was 4th overall going into the cycle, dropping down to the gold division after losing to both Team Excellent and then Team Lions Esports Club. Then there was Trademark, who would have their worst finish of the whole season, finishing in the 7th, 8th position after losses to both Absolute Legends and Team Excellent. Speaking of Absolute Legends, they showed the community that they can beat the best of the best, not only with victories over Trademark, but Complexity as well in the losers finals. Their bane proved to be Stay Green, however, as they lost to them both in the winners finals and then again in the grand finals, giving Stay Green their 3rd overall cycle victory.
Ophelia, she's gonna ultimately live right here. Wretched Hagel will go down.
Oh, will she? Will she? Are they going to concede before he dies?
No, he dies. GG well played, Phil. GG well played.
This also set up a very exciting final cycle, as Stay Green overtook the first place position in the standings over Trademark Esports, and it was less than 1,000 points difference. Not only were Stay Green and Trademark fighting for the first place seed, but teams were also fighting for a position in the 4th through 11th spot going into the playoffs event to see who would be the 4th team going to Las Vegas. Stay Green had a very early hiccup as they lost to Affray 2-0 in only the 2nd round, which gave Trademark a big opening. TDM then matched up against Complexity in the winner bracket semifinals and lost to them 2-1. This put Stay Green matched up against Trademark in the losers bracket, which essentially was the match to see which team would earn the first place seed.
So Four is going to get caught out. Silverball not going to be used as it, not even need to compel. The big Tempest ultimate going to be locking out on the Witchslayer right there, and Waltzel finally going to be stopped. The token of life going to be coming down from Witchslayer. The Waltzel taking the damage like a boss. He's going to survive through this all. Monkey King just not enough damage, and just like that, a genocide coming out for Stay Green. The concede about to follow, and Stay Green will take this series 2-0.
State Green would prove to be the most dominant team on the day, and they took out Trademark 2-0, securing their #1 seed going into the Grand Finals of HoN Tour. Work still wasn't done, however, for State Green, as they were still playing for more money from this cycle as well as the Pride. Complexity would continue their run into the Grand Finals of Cycle 8 as they took out TT Esports in the Winners Finals. However, matched up against State Green, SG would come from behind, being down 1-0, and take the series 3-1.
Gladiator getting the crest. Will it be enough? Ophelia's touch coming out. Gladiator needs the RNG. Will it be enough? Engineer goes down. Faye goes down. Gladiator is still alive, running away right now, and he is being pursued. Unbelievable. He will fall back, but you look at the base. I think it is going to be it in the end. Gladiator is not enough.
This would mean only 2 teams in Trademark Esports and State Green won 4 cycles each during the season. With the cycle season done, there was still the playoffs to be played, where the 4 through 11 seeds would battle it out in a double elimination to see who would be the final team going to Las Vegas. It was safe to say that there was no clear-cut favorite going into this event, especially State Green, Trademark, and Complexity already qualifying. Q Squad would be the team to shine off the bat, defeating Pikachu, then Afraid, and then TT Esports in the Winners Finals, not dropping a single game the whole time. LION Esports Club, after being knocked down earlier on by TT Esports, would fight back in the losers bracket and eventually win their rematch 2-0 in the losers finals. The grand finals of Q Squad vs LION Esports Club was the series to see who would be joining the other 3 in Las Vegas, and Q Squad would have a 1-0 advantage coming from the winners bracket. After LION took the first 2 games, making it 2-1 in their favor, Q Squad would tie it up, sending it into a 5th and final game. In the end, LION Esports Club was able to pull through with the victory and be the final team to travel to Las Vegas. That wraps up how we got to this point. Now we find out once and for all who the true champion is of HoN Tour Season 1, live from Las Vegas, Nevada.